Grace and peace to you, brothers and sisters. This is an attempt to do a narrative version of the report of the pastor for the annual meeting. Each year, council members, the council, ministry members, the budget team put together a report of ministry efforts from the past year and celebrate what God has done among us. And that has happened. There's nearly a 50-page document that will be available for you to review. But a few of us decided that maybe a narrative version of that in a video format might be helpful. So I'm recording today. This is the 14th of January, and I'm recording in the new atrium, a new fellowship lounge space at Salem. For many of you, most of you that is, the last time you would have been here, this railing near where I'm standing would have been the exterior wall. The glass windows would have been here. Table for the fellowship retreats would have been taken place right where I'm standing. And what you see down below, those doors down there, that's the new entryway. That allows the preschool to come and to be inside the building and to enter off to the side into the preschool area inside rather than in an exterior way that had happened for all the time preceding that. So this is wonderful new space, and it'll be a delight when we're able to share it more fully together. But what a difference a year has made for us. Earlier last year, in January, there was a funeral that was taking place on the 10th of January. Pastor Paul Park passed away at the end of the previous year in 2019. And we were having a celebration of life for him and a memorial service. The place had a lot of people here. Lots of the parts of the building were under renovation at the time. But we were making it work, and we were gathered in the sanctuary using only the front doors at the time. And there was an ice storm that was brewing. So people were cautiously coming in and into the building. We were having ice melt that were down on the sidewalks, and we were very concerned about safety for people. But while we were to gather together in worship, the heavens opened, so to speak. There was thunder and lightning, and by the time we exited, it was pouring rain. Well, as I said, the exterior wall, the block wall, was completed. The trusses were in place, and the decking was there for the roof, but the rubber membrane that protects it and keeps it weather safe was not yet in place. The weather had changed, and the roofers had not yet gotten that completed. So I recall that evening, as I was accompanying Rosie to the elevator, then to go downstairs to the first floor and into the social hall. It was just raining. And as we went down into the elevator, I could hear water running. And I thought, oh, what in the world is that? And we got to the bottom floor, opened up the doors, and water literally was pouring right here. The water was just running down the outside of the building because the roof was not yet completed. And it was just a devastating thing to see this water entering space that wasn't intended to have water in it. Numerous volunteers came to help. We put up sandbags, we squeegeed water, used shop vacs, even had sump pumps going to try to pump the water out of the building just as water continued to pour in. It was a mess. Fans then were brought in to dry the space out, and a heater to warm up the space, and it really looked disastrous for a while. But as you can see, all has turned out. The space is now finished. The roof has been secured, and all is well. That should have been a tip off a little bit for what maybe the year was to be like. This flood of things coming at unexpected times and complicating life for us. For me personally, life began to get challenging following that I started having some more trouble with my back. I'd had it for several months, but it continued to get worse, and leading up to a subsequent spinal surgery on the first part of March. So that took me out of commission for a while. Thankfully, Kristen Schmidt, our intern, was in place, and she then took the lead on recording worship services and helping to guide us through a midweek Lenten experience of hunger a matter of the heart, trying to help raise awareness to poverty and hunger in the Peoria community. And I'm just very thankful for the many people that helped make the worship experiences and other ministry experiences possible. Gretchen involved with Sunday school, Jill with the Christian Youth and Family and the confirmation program with Kristen, and just a variety of ways. We had a virtual vacation Bible school program. Megan Peterson, our communications coordinator, I'm not sure what we would do if we didn't have her in place, because she was instrumental in helping to make these connections in a virtual way that was way beyond my awareness. But we've been very thankful for the ways that we've been able to connect in a virtual way over the course of these past many months. And then, of course, the pandemic has been complicating things, prevented us from being in the building at a time we otherwise might have been. But then that opened a possibility for the expanded work of the subcontractors who were essential workers and could continue their work, and allowed that work to continue to unfold. So all the while, I've been blessed to have financial and prayerful support from many of you. Numerous volunteers and countless hours have been put forth by a number of people helping to move furniture and pull electronic wiring for the cable system, for the control system, for the air conditioning and boiler system, and then to ensure that the IT system is all up and running, and we can connect with the internet around the building. That's all been very, very beneficial with good help and very capable and thoughtful people. In the meantime, we continued to consider what might it look like for back to the building. We had a team of people that put together protocol that helped us gather again in a limited capacity, and we've been trying to continue to do that, and will do so going forward. We will still have virtual connections, but also we're trying to have ways that we can safely gather with limited numbers of people as we're able to do so. One of the first groups back to the building was Salem's preschool, and that's where they come into the building, right down here. And it's just exciting to see the little ones come in. They're wearing their little masks, and they are excited to be here. They wash their hands, and that has all gone very, very well. I'm very thankful for Pam and for Lisa and for Courtney and for Kelly, and now another young lady, her name is Maggie, who helps out with the preschool. They're very, very good with the children. And it's been encouraging to have them in the building, and they've been kind of a guide and model for us going forward. So that's been a very good thing. I'm very grateful for the ministry support that you continue to provide, and the ways that you continue to contribute to the life of the church. The number of pledges that have been received have been very positive. 24% more pledges received this past year than the previous year, and 14% more in giving pledged than the previous year. So that's encouraging, and that's exciting as well. I hope you take interest in Dick Peterson's report for the capital appeal. There's a lot of good things to learn and to experience from that as well. So for all the ways that you continue to support and be involved in the life of the church, I am most indeed grateful for that. We continue to provide worship experiences that hopefully are meaningful, and Bible studies and other educational opportunities and gatherings. So God is continued to be at work, even though sometimes the rain does fall and it appears as though the sky is falling. The darkness of the clouds of our lives has not lifted completely yet. There's still the challenges of the virus. There's also the continued challenges of political and social unrest, as well as economic disparity and unemployment and so many things. But the work of the church continues. And I can only imagine, based upon this, what we've experienced in this past year and the ways that God continued to bless us, even through challenging times, I can only imagine where we might be recording this message or having it in person by this time next year, when we celebrate and give thanks to God for all the ways that God has continued to be among us and expanding ministry opportunities through Salem because of your efforts and because of your participation. Thank you for all you do and for your prayerful and your financial support. It is most appreciated. Thank you.